pen, give me some info. Just write it down the bottom here if you need to. Thanks, man. You must have submitted it too late, did you?
No, I submitted it before 12.
Give me a little bit of info if you can, that'd be cool. Yeah, right on the bottom, because then I'll know if you've got room up there. So you're studying
Stop
aviation?
reading all the fact sheets.
Is that right?
Aviation management.
Yeah. What does that actually mean?
So, traffic controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's quite specialised, huh?
Wait, since I'm playing doubles, right? You guys are listening to Andy, right? Oh, yeah, every I'll just leave it blank.
Oh, come on. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to give me or not? So
You
I've got...
can just interview my partner. And
yeah, but sometimes it's just stuff we talk about during the game as well, so...
which one's the most important ones?
You're studying... what, first year? What area are you from originally? From Auckland?
Yeah.
So Auckland Association.
Which one's the most important one?
Oh,
forever disabled.
Oh, my knee.
Forever.
My knee.
Oh yeah.
My injury's flaring up.
Go thank you. back, and we're just like, and then he waited because we picked tails, and then he's like, he looked at us, he goes, heads. I was like, okay, okay.
Just roll on the punches, right?
Yeah, well, I did. There was a couple left here last night, but I don't know where they went. Oh, sorry, I was just
That was okay.
doing that.
No problem.
Our massage therapist for Tall Lakes, her mum passed away this week. So she'll have been an older lady with Maori family. So I've been in the Hawke's Bay for the last few days with her, but she passed away this morning. So just getting that message out to a few people. So yeah, it'll be. I'll do the welcome in. It's finals day here at
Semifinals.
Papakura.
Oh, yeah, final stage.
So, and we're going to get things started with our semi-finals this morning. Joining me is former what uni?
Auckland Uni.
Former
U of A.
Auckland Uni superstar. And because I'll introduce you in that way.
Yeah.
Then I say, you've played in this before, Justine. You've won this before. What does this mean to these guys? And you just give me your memories of when you played in it. Then I'll say, so our first semi-final, Massey against Waikato. Who have you got?
Yep.
Don't have to go into too much detail because we'll do that later.
Yeah.
But you just give some points.
Yeah.
And of course we don't write the other team off, but we just say, well, so and so are the favourites, but Waikato played well. And then if we've got time, I'll ask you about the other semi.
Easy.
How we feeling?
Ready to smash it, mate.
No, we've got about 8 or 9 minutes or so still. Start.
Finals day, Massey, Waikato, and Auckland in the other semi on the other court.
Yeah, and Auckland, someone final. Yeah, they should win it. They should win it quite comfortably. Auckland too still has strong. They've still got Ryan Tong, Evan Ward. Who else is in that Auckland?
Ryan, Josh.
Okay. I just love you so much, Vic.
Is men's singles first?
Just we'll just spin it around. So.
My fellow Tiger Brokers fan.
Did you know when it was?
Yeah, you can kind of
But they've been kind of
Well, good morning. Welcome in everyone watching on Sky Sport Next and indeed around the world to our finals day coverage of the Badminton New Zealand National Tertiary Championships here today at Papakura's Counties Manukau Badminton Hall. An exciting day yesterday of group play, but that has seen us head towards a conclusion today with semi-finals at 9:30 this morning and then our grand final at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Joining me in commentary today is a former university star and of course New Zealand star, Justine Villegas. Justine, welcome. You've won this title before with Auckland University. Tell me, what does it mean to the players just to be here today?
What an introduction. It's been good actually. This tournament's been great. It's a great opportunity to represent the university. It's always good to win for the university as a team, so yeah.
Because it is a bit different, isn't it, to some of the national team representation. You've got a wonderful mix of players.
Yeah, it's quite good because you play with people in different, let's say, degrees, and it's a lot more social, so it's quite good to see different people. Yeah. Fantastic.
And listen, let's have a look at today's matches. Not in a whole lot of detail just yet, but with our first semi-final that we're going to cover. Have you got a favourite, Massey and Waikato?
Ooh, I would have to back my fellow Tiger Brokers fan from the league, so I'd say Massey, Edward Lau. I hope you do be proud.
and the other semi-final, which we won't see, but of course is between the two Auckland teams. I assume you're going to go with Auckland 1.
Yes, again, fellow Tiger Brokers fan, Dakman Vong. I hope he does me well, does me proud, and the Auckland University 1 team. I'm watching you guys.
She's still very loyal to our Learn Coach New Zealand League team, which is fantastic. Just quickly, how's the injury?
It's been good. I'm post-op 3 weeks now. 3 weeks, so it's been good. I'm walking without crutches every now and then, so yeah.
Fantastic. Looking forward to having your comments alongside today. It's going to be a lot of fun as we now have a look at our lineups for today's first semi-final, which we will cover for you. And Waikato, the first team that we have a look at. Cameron Murray, very strong in that doubles combination. Where are their strengths across this team, and how do you expect that they will go today against a very good Massey team?
Oh, I think what is good is that they have quite a good range. Ella Smith there with the singles, women's singles, and Nayanakantha Wijasekara. I think he played quite a good doubles yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see how they do today as well. Cameron Murray, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed with Cameron yesterday, so that's the Waikato lineup for today. Then we turn to the Massey lineup. Now, first time that we've seen Massey on our coverage this weekend, and the obvious name is the one you've mentioned already, Edward Lau, also Caitlin Rosario from that Learn Coach New Zealand League.
Yeah, they're very solid overall, so it will be a tough match for Waikato, and I think Massey is in favor to win. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen today. Anything can happen, so yeah.
Of course, and Waikato will be looking for the upset if they can achieve it. It will be important for them to stay in contact with Massey right from the get-go if they can. That puts the pressure on Jasmine Jotverk, but there's the lineup of matches. We start with men's singles, then women's singles, men's doubles, women's doubles, and we finish with the mixed doubles. So it'll be the first of 3 will make their way through into the grand final later this afternoon. Let's get our first match on court and welcome the men's singles in our first semi-final. So both semi-finals will be played simultaneously, with the other semi-final between the two University of Auckland teams played on one of the other courts here at the Counties Manukau Badminton Hall, as Vic Kim takes our players through the pre-match. And the players now head into their 2-minute warm-up, a chance to introduce them if you weren't watching yesterday. Well, regardless, you won't have seen Edward Lau in this tournament. It's the first time that Massey have made an appearance on our coverage. We did have the opportunity to see this man, Jasmine Jotverk, yesterday, 21 years of age, second year student studying law and accounting, left-handed. It always provides a point of difference, and he will relish this opportunity. And that's the nature of the tertiary national championships, is that it does afford players the chance to come up against some of the very best. And literally, on occasion, Justine, we've seen social players up against some of our very best. And I reckon that's cool. Just a wonderful opportunity to tell a few stories when they head back to their communities.
It's not often you get to play against the top. Here we have Edward Lau. No need for an introduction, I guess.
Well, not to the badminton community, but to the wider community. What a superstar at 19 years of age. Second year students studying sport management at Massey. And he's just such an impressive young man on and off court. And of course, was one to shine through the Learn Coach New Zealand League. But at 19, Justine, I mean, the world is his oyster. He's just got so much talent, hasn't he?
He's got a lot of talent, a lot of hard work put into it as well. Looking forward to see how this game goes, because I think Jasmine Jaw actually played a pretty good game of singles yesterday against Auckland. No, it was AUT. He had a long game against Kevin Jang. So, again, anything can happen with a game points of 21. So, should be good.
Ready to play.
Players left in no uncertain terms there that we're ready to go. Thank you, Vic. I think I might nickname Vic the smiling umpire. You talk about Mani Minota being the smiling assassin on court.
Smiling assassin, yes.
Vic's always got a smile from the chair, whether he's telling you off or not. Just about ready to get this first match underway. Semi-final time at the National Tertiary Badminton Championships. Final rehearsal with the serve from Edward, and we should be just about good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Miss University, represented by Edward Lau. And on my left, University of Waikato, represented Jasmine John Berg. University of Waikato to serve. Level, play.
Already just a sign of the class of Lau.
Over. One.
Jasmine John's going to be covering an awful lot of the court.
Yes, he had to be prepared to play a long game, clean game against Edward. They're both very patient players, so it'll be interesting to see what plan they have for their game.
Two, low.
Conditions will be a little different today as well. Yesterday was very warm, for the most part, bright sunshine outside, warming conditions up, but already the rain is falling quite heavily outside here today.
Edward's starting very strong.
Low.
Andrew, now that you've seen the league with the 11 points and the tertiary with 21, what do you think the difference is? Do you see any difference?
There's Verk on the board. Yeah, absolutely.
Over. One.
In the short format, you can't afford to have a bad patch.
Yeah, being 3-love down already would
yeah,
get the nerves going. Ooh.
Jasmine Jots picks
Nice
up a couple of points here and back in this one. Yes, when you're playing to 21, you can literally have a bad run, drop 4 or 5 points, but it's not terminal.
Serves.
Serves over.
It's a bit of nerves there, I guess.
2.
Oh, Oh, it gets the roll.
Classic net roll. Everybody loves a good
Service
net roll.
over 3-5. 4-5.
This is a nice response here. Edward Lau puts a halt to that run with a trademark high elevation smash.
4.
Yeah. They're both very tall, so we'll be expecting a lot of steep smashes from them.
And there's Lau with
Another
his
net roll.
turn for a little net roll.
We might be seeing a few net rolls today.
4.
Seems to be going everyone's way. Ooh, not quite.
8-4. Nine, 4.
Edward again, starting to lead, just as Jasmine Jot was going to catch up. Too strong.
Yeah, certainly one of those David
10,
versus Goliath
4.
matchups where Jasmine Jotverk has to be at his very best and hope that Edward Lau's just not quite at his.
Just
11-4 interval.
So they go to the opportunity to talk to their coaches and have a rethink. What have you made of the opening 15 points here? Lau, as expected, in control.
Yeah, he's very dominant at the moment, and he's not really giving the attack away. And every time the shuttle goes up to him, he's ready to just hit it down and get that point. I think Jasmine Jot would have to be really on top of his game and try and be more patient and try not to give the lift away too early.
Ella Smith there providing some coaching advice, bit of mentoring. Of course, a number of these teams don't have dedicated coaches. It's just amazing that the universities have been able to fulfill their commitments and be here in
Yeah.
this COVID environment. So the tournament having been postponed, and was it going to be held this week or wasn't it? And we got the go ahead. So just wonderful to have the support of all of the universities, in
Thank you, sir.
particular
Okay, thank you.
those that have travelled from quite some distance.
11-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Play.
That
Yeah,
was a
well
good
played,
shot.
well played.
Yeah.
Service over 5-11.
Here we go, Jasmine
6,
Jot getting a bit of a run
11.
for some points. It's possible that he's
Service
also
over.
quite nervous for
12,
this game. It is the
6.
semis, and he's playing against Edward. Just trying a bit too tight there.
13-6.
Yeah, the risk is he tries to finish
Yeah.
the points too quickly.
A bit too early. He really has to be more patient and build the game.
Misjudgment there from Jasmine Jot. That was a long way inside the baseline.
14-6.
That is
Open
a big
court.
no-no to Edward Lau, especially with his height.
15-6.
Big shot. This is a good rally here. Ooh, that was a good idea. Like I said before, both will have
16,
really steep shots.
6.
So, with their height, it's quite good.
Yeah, and good confidence from Jasmine Jot there, just to mix it with Edward Lau, stay in the rally.
Yeah. He has the right idea.
17-6.
It's a bit too tight at the moment.
Out.
Serves.
Serves over. 7-18.
Nice net play.
Yeah,
Good shot.
well played, well constructed.
8-18. Out.
Good pressure from Edward.
Service over. 19-8.
Out.
Service over. 9-19.
Yeah, just quick hands. If you get into one of those
Service over.
flat rally
20.
battles with Edward Lau,
10
you better be
point.
on your toes.
9.
You do not want to be in a dry battle with Edward. It's best for him to just lift it over him, get the full court lift, and start again. We touched the net.
Hold. Game. Game. You touched the net.
No, it was Edward, I think.
That's good sportsmanship
Correction.
from
Yeah.
Edward Lau.
Yeah,
Service
Edward
over.
gave himself up on that one.
20.
Proud of you, boy.
Game.
Oh no, he gave it away.
Yeah, not too much of a delay. So
First game on by Messi
Ella Smith
University.
gets up from the
21,
coach's corner
10.
with a grin there. But I think Jasmine Jotver can be reasonably pleased with that. As I say, there's a gulf in class between the two players. Edward Lau is one of a current crop of superstars in the men's singles in New Zealand and has been in great form. But for Jasmine Jotver, he's just got to find a way of staying in rallies, stay competitive, and at 21-9, I think he's done that in that first game.
Yeah, I think also he's a bit nervous, so he just has to get into the game right now and play a lot more patient. I think he's playing a bit too tight at the net, shots a bit too steep, so he just has to get the rally going and then go from there.
We'll look to bring you updates from the second semi-final being played on one of the outer courts here. Well, they're all indoors, of course, but away, you get what I mean, away from our television cameras with the two University of Auckland teams. The winner of the semi-finals will clash in the final this afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It's actually good that the Auckland University has two teams.
Well, look at their depth.
Yeah.
Some of the names that are in that second team, a lot of these other universities would love to have that depth of talent on their teams, but in some ways it's spread a little wider around the country. The northern regions, the northern associations tend to dominate in the high performance space, but of course some of these students are headed away to Wellington or Otago. So great chance to represent their universities.
The North Island has always been quite dominant with badminton. Ooh.
Serves over.
Net
One.
right there.
Low. Two. Low. Service over. 1-2. Service over. 3-1. Out.
I think Jasmine is starting to play the
Service
right
over.
game of
2,
hitting the
3.
shuttles a lot higher instead of playing the flat game against Edward. It forces Edward to move around the court a bit more and gives Jasmine a chance to create an opening for an attack. Oh. Good shot.
Yeah, and again, good sportsmanship from Edward Lau.
Service
No
over.
line judge
4,
down there.
2.
Vic Kim unsighted, and Lau just immediately hitting the shuttle back to Jasmine Jot. That one's long though. Good start here though from Jasmine Jot
It is a
Ver.
good start, yes. He just has to keep this momentum. He has to be a lot more patient in this game.
It's gone wide.
Service over. 5, 3. Out.
Oh. It's out. It's 4-all? Yeah.
4,
It
all.
happens, it happens.
Yeah, adjustment made.
Jasmine has to be careful not to play
5,
too tight. But
4.
I guess playing against Edward, you gotta play the best shots, right? Otherwise, he'll be out there to hunt it and kill it.
Out.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's one of those days where tactically he's got to get it right, but he's just got to
5,
play at his very
4.
best. Whatever tactics he applies, he's got to be at his best.
Yeah. Well, he's got nothing to lose. So, good opportunity for him. Good shot, Edward.
Service over. 6, 5.
Oh, that's a rare air shot. Trying to play it very
Service
quickly.
over. 6, all.
I was expecting the classic backhand smash from Edward, but just a bit of a miss there.
He's just going through a little
7,
bad patch here.
6.
Jasmine Jot-Burke is good enough to capitalise at the moment, has the lead.
Yeah. He's not a bad player. So anything can happen right now.
Oh, lovely
There
touch.
we go.
And just how early
Yeah.
Lau took that shot.
Service over. 7, all.
Ooh, that would have been a good shot. Classic change of pace.
Service over. 8, 7.
Good smash.
Service over. 8, all.
It's point for point at the moment. Jasmine just has to be really careful of putting in
9,
those flat
8.
shots because Edward's very good on hunting those and just killing them, making a point. Good lift.
Service over. 9, all.
This is very impressive from Verk, really is. He's showing good composure. And the moment I say that,
You
just
jinxed him.
snatches at that backhand.
I think Jasmine
10,
Jot definitely has the
9.
potential to be competitive in this game. I think at the first time he was just a bit nervous, but I think now he's getting his groove. He just has to maintain this because Edward's a very good player.
11, 9. Interval.
And that's been one of the favourite rallies too of Edward Lau, just moving Verk around and into that backhand corner, and then Lau just smashes and finds the floor down on the forehand side of Jasmine Jot-Verk. But he's been going toe-to-toe here with Lau throughout this second game. And it's only in these last couple of moments that Lau is just edged clear by the 2 points. So he's also just searching to find his best form in this second game.
Yeah.
He is, though, if you excuse the pun, at the tertiary championships, he is a good student of the game, isn't he, Edward Lau? He will analyse his game. He'll be very good at making adjustments. So expect that he'll try to lift his level going into the second half of this second game.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Really is wonderful depth at the moment, isn't it, in the men's singles when you think of Mani Minota, Edward Lau, Oscar Guo. I mean, those three, and there are other contenders as well, but those three are on their day playing at such a high level.
Yeah. It's very good for Badminton New Zealand to have
11-9.
great singles, men's singles players. With a flat game, you really don't want to be in a flat game against Edward.
Well, Ella Smith was already shaking her head
9.
as Jasmine Jott went back to get the shuttle. I'm sure that's what she was saying.
Yeah. It's nice to have Ella there as his coach. Ella is also a singles player.
14-9.
Singles. Like you said before, it's nice to have your teammate be there for you to support.
Service over. 10-13.
The rain's going quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's coming through pretty loud and clear on our effects. The storm, if not the wind that's forecast, certainly the rain has arrived in Auckland.
Service over. 14-10.
It's what we need though, right? Edward playing very patient.
For those watching from outside of New Zealand, we are forecast to have, they're calling it the storm of the decade over the next 2 or 3 days around New Zealand. So we're hoping the damage is not going to be too bad. That's a lovely shot from Jasmine Jott. Oh, it's called out from the chair. Line judge says in.
16-10. Correction, out.
Okay, Vic Kim has overruled it.
That's good.
That's what you want from the umpire, to be
Exactly.
very clear.
You want them to be firm. It's always it's very annoying when they change their minds. Like,
Now
speaking
listen,
as a player.
careful. I told you, you can't just spend the next couple of hours
17-10.
getting your own back.
I mean, just as a player, you know, when the umpires are not sure, it gets quite frustrating.
No, Vic Kim was very clear
Yeah,
there.
he
It's
is.
a good point for Jasmine Jott. He needs a little run here now.
17.
And doesn't get it though. Lau just shuts that one off at the net.
Service over. 18-11.
Oh, goodness me.
Ooh,
Point
what a
of
shot.
the match.
Is that a shot of the day so
Wow.
far?
11.
Well, it's pretty early to call it, but it's got to be right in contention, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. If there was a replay button right now, I'd be replaying that shot over and over. That was
Well,
a good shot.
It was off balance, full stretch, and found the angle.
Wow. Good net shot. He was up there very early.
20. Game point. Match point. 11.
It's all the big points, this one.
There we go. That's
Game.
game.
Edward Lau takes it out as expected, and the social distancing, the lack of a handshake, but certainly not a lack of sportsmanship or acknowledgement from both players. Well played, Jasmine Jott. competitive, especially in the second game through the opening stages of the second game. But Lau, as expected, wins at 9 and 11 and gets Massey off to the start that I guess we all expected, Justine, that they were always going to be leading after this men's singles, and Edward Lau has done the job.
Yeah, I think he's done a really good job. I also think Jasmine Drop played quite a lot better in the second set, playing Edward point by point, but again, Edward's too strong. As a fellow Tiger Brokers fan, I would say I'm very proud. I think he's done me quite proud, so well done, Massey, putting that point on the board.
Good, congratulations, mate. Haven't seen you for a few weeks. What have you been up to since the New Zealand League?
I had a bit of training period and just hard training. That's it. Yeah.
Just waiting for this because this has been postponed. But finally, we're here. You've done your job now to help your team get into the final. You're confident the rest of the team can back that up?
Yeah, I think we've got a good team on paper, so hopefully we can get the job done.
Tell me about conditions. It's a little bit cooler today. We can hear the rain coming down. Is it a little bit different to yesterday?
It's still a bit hot, but not as hot, so still pretty hot here.
Good stuff. Well done, mate, and good luck if indeed you are in the final later today.
Thank you.
Edward Lau with his thoughts immediately on the back of an opening win for Massey to get them underway with the best possible start in this semi-final against a Waikato team that will be looking for the upset still. Stay with us, because up next it's the turn of the women's singles players.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Dunedin, the city, is just so friendly.
It's a big city, it's a big student city.
I love that you can walk everywhere and that everything's accessible.
The campus is just pretty much in the heart of the city as well.
What the students offer to the city is something that you don't get too many other places.
That's the great thing about this university, you will find your people.
It feels like a university with a city attached to it.
It's exceeded my expectations in every way. It's unbelievable.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Well, welcome back into our coverage on Sky Sport Next and indeed around the world, courtesy of FISU, the Badminton World University Championship, as we bring you this broadcast coverage of our New Zealand's National Tertiary Championships for 2020. Delayed, but we are here, you know, in a post-COVID, or we're learning to live with COVID-19. Massey University are underway with the best possible start with a win for Edward Lau over Jasmine Jot Verk. As expected, Lau, one of our very best players in the New Zealand high-performance squad at the moment. Still plenty of opportunities to come for the Waikato to get themselves right back into this, and that first opportunity presents now as we welcome our women's singles players onto our show courts. For the Waikato, it's Shireen Bakshi, who in their match against the University of Auckland yesterday in pool play did not play singles, played in the doubles, but there's been a switch there, so Ella Smith is going to play in doubles and mixed today, and Shireen Bakshi gets the job of playing against Caitlin Rosario, who might have
stuck in there.
Yeah, very quick end of the match, taking the net with her. We're all okay though.
Yeah. So end.
This is a nice opportunity for Shireen to play against Caitlin,
Which court?
one of the women's singles players in the New Zealand squad.
What do you make of the change? I haven't spoken to the Waikato team, but Ella, I mean, does that strengthen their doubles and their mixed with Ella shifting to those? What's the move here? And you know, I'm not going to be unkind to anyone here, but is there an element of, well, let's sacrifice, let's say we want to strengthen doubles and mixed, and knowing that Caitlin's pretty strong in the singles?
I think Massey, they have quite strong women's singles players. I think Selena played quite well yesterday, and Caitlin also strong, so they had a lot more options there. So I think they thought that, or they seem to see that Ella is more valuable in the doubles and the mix, so see how that plays out today.
Shireen is a biochemical engineer, first year of study, 19 years of age, and also I did read on her bio that she loves a bit of dancing.
Yeah, I can see that here.
I think Bollywood.
Indian classical and Bolly hop dancer. That's
Bolly hop. So not Bollywood, Bolly hop.
Bolly hop.
So, and I would imagine that would tie in nicely with badminton, with the footwork required. Here's Caitlin Rosario at 19 years of age, second year studying towards an arts and business degree. Caitlin, you would know very well, a member of various high-performance squads, and of course played in that Learn Coach New Zealand League. What do you expect here in terms of the style of play, and what does Shireen have to do to try and stay in the rallies with Caitlin?
Well, I have not seen Shireen play, but you'd have to be you have to be quite consistent against Caitlin, because she does have good shots, but it's also possible for Caitlin to have a bad day, you know, so that's her opportunity as well to win the game. I guess we'll have to see in the first few points.
Final moments of the 2-minute warm-up here for these two players. As mentioned, we will get you updates. Nothing through as yet
Ready to play
from the
other end.
Men's singles with the other semi-final. Two Auckland University teams clashing this morning.
Would you mind put? Thank you.
Practice serves.
And this is where, for some players playing at this level with a chair umpire and with all of the formalities here pre-game, some of these players are just not used to it. They haven't gone through a match like this, so it's a great learning opportunity. Here we go.
Massey University, represented by Catherine Rosario. On my left, University of Waikato, represented by Shireen Bakshi. University of Waikato to serve, The ball, play. Out.
Nervous start.
Nervous start, yeah.
Subs over.
I mean,
One
like you said before, this is the first time for a lot of the players, and it's not often that our games get live streamed, so that adds more to the nerves.
2 love.
And arguably here, Caitlin Rosario will be an even warmer favourite than Edward Lau was in the men's.
Yeah.
3 love.
But
Rosario.
it's always a great opportunity to play against high-level players. It's not often you get to enter a tournament and play against these guys, especially now with COVID, with, you know, not so many tournaments happening.
There's Bakshi on the board.
Subs over. 1-5. Two, 5. Subs over. 6-2.
Oh, very nearly got the tumble, just didn't quite.
Subs over. 3-6.
And that scoreline looks a lot better for Shireen now. She can try and settle into this, get rid of those nerves.
Yeah.
That backhand clear
Subs
corner,
over.
that was a problem for
7-3.
her. And Rosario finding good range.
It's tough to do a good backhand clear, I'm not going to lie.
Out. 8-3.
Just going through everyone's course of study, it's very interesting how diverse it is. You know, there's people who are doing law, health science, digital business. So it's quite nice to see everyone here with
9
different degrees.
3.
Yeah, like, I think today we're going to see someone studying specifically to be an air traffic controller.
Oh,
as
really?
well.
Where's that?
Nelson Zhang.
10-3.
That was good length from Shireen.
Subs
Catching
over.
that one on the frame.
4,
Well, yesterday, the AUT
10.
team, they were going to be, I'll tell you what, you would have been good to have played on that AUT team.
Subs
They're all
over.
physios.
11-4.
Yeah.
They're all training to be physios. As we go to the interval here, Rosario with an 11-4 lead, and I think Bakshi can be pretty proud of her efforts here. And listen,
It was always going to be a tough game for her.
Oh.
I mean, Caitlin's quite good.
essentially, and this is the beauty of this tournament, we spoke about it yesterday. To me, this is not a negative. This is the beauty of this tournament. Bakshi is a social player. She is a community badminton player, and there are so many thousands of them throughout New Zealand. And she has an opportunity here representing her university to play one of the best in the country. And I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I just love how diverse badminton can be. You know, it's a sport for everyone.
11-4, play.
Should point out she's a pretty handy social player, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Rosario with a good angle.
12-4.
One goes wide.
Subs over. 5-12.
I think also as a social player, when you play against people who train competitively, you get to see
Subs
their level
over.
and understand, like,
13,
oh, this is what I have to work on in the
5.
future if you do want to work on your badminton. So it's a great opportunity.
Fourteen, 5.
Caitlin's showing to be very dominant in this game.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, let's just say what everyone's been thinking, and that is right from the start of the tournament, everyone's been thinking of a Massey Auckland final. And the way this is headed, that's the most likely outcome. So
Correction out.
it's called wide from the chair. Oh,
Service over.
Caitlin gives Holly Cho a bit of a glare.
15.
But we love a good, firm umpire.
Yeah.
Like I said before, we want them to be sure.
That one's well in. So, yeah, the risk for
Service
the
over.
Massey players is they can't afford to let their minds wander. We can make predictions, we can have a look ahead, but you would know yourself, Justine, as a player, you can't. You must be in the moment.
Exactly. It's a lot easier to be a spectator, you know, like a backseat driver. So
17.
you gotta be in the moment.
6.
Focus in the game.
$18, 6. Subs over. 7, 18.
It's just that angle. Bakshi is unable to
Subs
cover
over.
in the front
19,
court.
7.
It'll be tough to get those shots with
20.
your backhand.
Game point 7. Game.
There is the first game to Caitlin Rosario, taking it out comfortably, 21-7.
First game won by Massey University, 21-7.
I'm just getting an update from Court 4 here at the Counties Manukau Badminton Hall, and a hint of an upset on the cards because the University of Auckland #2 team has won the men's singles. But what's of interest to me is that Oscar Guo
Is not playing.
hasn't played this morning. So Leo Yan stepped in and has been beaten by Leo Chen.
It's a battle of the Leos.
And
what
a battle it was. 38 minutes.
23-21 in the third game. What a close game.
I'll tell you what, that puts some real pressure on because there's some strength in the doubles combinations and mixed for the second team of Auckland University. So we'll keep an eye on that and update you.
It's very interesting lineup they put there.
Second game, Lobo play.
We'll also just try and find out if Oscar Guo was just rested or if there's anything else behind him not playing this morning.
1 love. Subs over. 1 all.
That's a lovely angle from Rosario.
Subs over. 2-1.
Justine Villegas
Subs
alongside
over,
me in commentary
2-all.
today, and Justine, we just sort of touched on it in our pre-game conversation this morning, but that injury of yours have picked up in the Learn Coach New Zealand League. I understand that the prognosis was better than initially was thought, so you've just ended up with damage to the ACL, is that right?
Yes, I'm completely torn my ACL. And
but no other ligament damage?
No, nothing major. The surgeon wasn't worried about anything else, so just clean tear with my ACL.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, there's a wry grin on your face as you say it. It's not a good injury, of course, but at least that's good news in the sense that you haven't done any other significant damage, so...
In terms of injury, I think I've been pretty lucky with it. You know, I could have done a lot worse, I think, and I think I did really good timing, to be honest, with COVID.
If there's such a thing,
If
but yeah,
there's
I
such
get
thing,
you.
yeah.
I get you.
2.
So what have they said? What are you looking at? Sort of 6, 9 months, something like that?
Yeah, they said 9 to 12 months. I mean,
Okay.
I heard Conor McGregor
7,
did a comeback in 5
2.
months, but I don't
Wow.
think I'm a Conor McGregor.
We're glad you're not Conor McGregor.
So I won't be back anytime soon. But in saying that, I don't see it as a setback. I guess it gives me an opportunity
8,
to work on
2.
things I've been neglecting, like my upper body, you know. Upper body strength workouts. Badminton is very leg dominant
Subs
sport,
over.
and also
3,
very right hand
8.
or dominant hand, you know. So my left side gets to catch up.
Bakshi has some catching up to do here. Rosario just extending out to a comfortable lead here in the second.
Good shot.
Subs over. 9,
Hope
3.
Bakshi doesn't come out of this game discouraged. I think she's done well to come out here and play in front of everyone in the live stream. Everyone's on their own journey, so I hope she learns from this game, finds value, especially playing
Subs
against
over.
Caitlin Rosario.
4, 9.
I mentioned it yesterday. I think she's got to go and brag about it to her mates
Out.
Exactly.
and show off a little bit that
5.
she's playing on this stage.
Yeah, not
9.
everybody can say they play on live stream and play against the best people. With an umpire, with line judge and everything. No, definitely a good opportunity.
6, 9.
Easy put away for Rosario.
Subs over. 10, 6. (11-6) interval.
Chance for Ella Smith to come in and have a chat again now to Shireen Bakshi and just to offer her some further encouragement. So likewise for Caitlin Rosario to just get some input into her game. Just quickly again to touch on that other semi-final. University of Auckland won. Oscar Groh, we understand, was just rested from that this morning. Women's singles, Deborah Yin of the #1 team will play
Jaya Galvez.
Yes. Then in the men's doubles, Tagal and Yan will play Feng and Wong. I mean, there's some really even matchups here. I look at the mixed as well. Dakman Vong and Alyssa Tagal will play Ryan Tong and Yan Yu Huang. This could be in the balance.
It'll be
11-6
interesting to see how things go, actually.
Meanwhile, attention refocused here on Massey and Waikato.
6.
I find that in games when you do have a good lead and you tend to be, in the favor of winning, it is quite easy to lose out of focus. So
6.
it's important for Caitlin to stay in the game, focusing on 1 point at a time.
Subs over. 7, 13.
Like I said before, that would have been an easy shot for Caitlin, and she just managed to miss it at the net. So she really does have to
Subs
stay in
over.
the game
14,
and keep focused.
7.
And she'll certainly do enough here to win.
Yeah.
Just a matter of her performance. Maintaining
Out.
that concentration. There's another loose shot.
Subs over. 8, 14.
Good shot.
Subs over. 15, 8.
It is a second appearance at the National Tertiary Championships for Caitlin
16,
Rosario.
8.
So has experience of representing Massey already. last year.
Was this the finals last year, Massey against Waikato?
Waikato won.
Waikato won.
I'm not sure who they played in the final. You've got me on that one, but Waikato did win last year.
17.
Yes.
I think it might have. This might have been the finals last year. Yeah. So
Just getting confirmation of that.
yeah, looks like it'll be a turnaround, but Waikato did have a lot stronger team. They lost maybe 4 of their players
Subs
from
over.
last year.
9.
All now graduated.
17.
Yeah, and 4 very good players too. I think included amongst them might have been Erin Calder-Smith.
Subs over. 18. 9.
If not last year, certainly I think Erin came through Waikato in recent years, but
I think also Massey gained a lot of good players this year too.
9.
So it's a bit of a switch, but I guess that's how it works, right?
yeah.
Time.
20. Match point. 9.
Caitlin Rosario,
Game.
as expected, with a comfortable win. I think the fun and games will start once we get into these doubles clashes, for the Waikato especially, as they've
Match
given up
won
both
by
singles, but
Messi
as expected
University.
against Lau,
10
and
to
now
1,
Rosario
7, 10 to 1,
and
9.
Massey with a 2-0 lead in the tie. And they'll be hard to peg back from here, Justine.
Yeah, definitely. I think Massey's actually got the women's singles and the men's singles down throughout the whole tournament, so they'll be tough to beat in the finals. I'm expecting them to be in favor for the win in their singles, so interesting. Players are now just coming up after for their winning interview. Now over to Andrew.
Well, Caitlin, well done. Well done getting through to what you hope is a final this afternoon. Not just there just yet, but almost. Tell me how it is balancing this year in very difficult circumstances, balancing your studies, your badminton, your life. How tough has it been this year?
Oh, it's been pretty hard actually. I'm just so lucky that my university pulled through, and especially in first semester, where they kind of helped us a lot, and they've just managed us really well. But I think having really good friends also helped. They helped me a lot with my studies, so that's been really helpful.
How much online work have you had to do this year? You're shaking your head. Are you over Zoom? Are you over online studies?
I'm not the greatest student, so it's kind of hard watching lectures at home because it's very nice and cozy in bed. But yeah, I'm so over Zoom. I really need to go back to a classroom.
Oh, well, we hope that happens very soon, if not already, but we hope that gets back to normal soon. But well done on your win here, and good luck to the team for the rest of the semi-final. Caitlin Rosario looking to balance her studies in a very challenging year with playing some badminton as well as life generally. She's done that well this morning though, winning her singles match, and Massey now with a 2-love advantage in the tie. Coming up next in the semi-final, Waikato and Massey, it's the men's doubles.
This is the University of Waikato, where every day people are making a positive change. Where research helps tackle global challenges and elite athletes can compete at the top of their game. A place where people are given the tools to protect their whenua for future generations. Where talent is nurtured and excellence is celebrated. It's a place where industry, innovation and education converge, and where moments are shared with loved ones. It's a place where teaching and learning has no borders, and people of all races and cultures work together as one. Our people, our future. Positive change starts here.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Welcome back to the county's Manukau Badminton Hall here in Papakura, just south of Auckland. For those that don't know the region well, it's back in my neck of the woods where I grew up, so I know it pretty well. Nice to be back here to watch some world-class badminton, and it is world-class with the players we have on display. We're going to see a little more of that with the men's doubles coming up next, but it is Massey University leading to love in the semi-final tie. Still to come, mixed doubles to finish our semi-final, women's doubles. But next up, let's welcome men's doubles onto our show courts. Vic Kim, a smiling umpire, leads them out. Waikato there, looking forward to an opportunity here to get their team on the board. Massey, though, will be looking to book themselves a place in the final already if they can go 3-love up. They were the warm favourites coming into this tie, and they've lived up to that so far with two of those high-quality players out of the New Zealand high-performance squads, Edward Lau and Caitlin Rosario, picking up wins in the singles.
There could be a bit of a change. I think Waikato has the opportunity to put the point on the board here.
Green or black? You black, you green.
Just gonna make sure we see the players on camera.
Yeah. And again, it just speaks.
Serve and receive. Which end decide? Okay. 2 minutes.
Yes, again, sometimes it's possum in the headlight stuff here, because some of the players are, well, they're looking at Vic and saying, what are you pointing at, Vic?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And all Vic's trying to do is say to them, well,
please look
the
at
camera's
the camera,
over that way.
Yeah.
But it's part of this experience. It's new for so many of the players. And in fact, for Massey, they did not appear on our stream yesterday, so today's their first appearance on the broadcast. But I don't know a great deal about these players, Justine. I'm not sure that you do either, having perhaps not seen too much of them, but certainly the evidence would suggest we're in for a much more even encounter here as we see Nainakantha Uija Sakera, 30 years of age, nearest to us, first year studying digital business. And across from him is Andrew Rouse at 22 years of age, first year student in business management. And he will partner in the colours of Massey. When he takes the sweatshirt off, you'll see he's wearing the same colours, Nelson Zhang. And here is our future traffic controller studying aviation management.
I find that so cool.
That's a job that would have its share of stress. Cameron Murray just ducking in and out of shot here at 18 years of age. First year students in health, sport and human performance. And he was quite a powerful and confident young figure yesterday, so I expect that he will take to this one without any nerves.
Yeah, both played well. Waikato against the first team of Auckland. I watched it actually online, and when they did the flick serve for the first serve, I was very surprised, and it was very good. So I think they do have a good chance to put themselves on the board today.
Well, they have to, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
have to.
Otherwise, it's
ready to play.
Game over.
The players having concluded their warm-up, of course, before they appear on court for the 2 minutes, they have been steadily working away, getting up to playing speed, if you like, on one of the practice courts here.
Have you noticed any rituals, some pre-game rituals so far, or no? No,
I haven't seen anything too sort of out of the ordinary. Just remembering back to the Learn Coach League, I think Edward Lau might have been one. I think he always favoured one end of the court to start his matches. And
is it the one with the camera?
Ladies and gentlemen,
cool, but
on my right, University of Waikato, represented by Cameron Molay, Nainakantha Uija Sakera. And on my left, Massey University, represented by Andrew Rose, Nelson Zhang. University Waikato to serve. Cameron Molay to serve to Andrew Rose. Labo, play.
Oh, there we go. The flick again.
Well, if that's any indication, we're in for a really good fun match. We really are.
One, low.
Very impressed how you said Nayanakanta's name. That's a tongue twister.
I did have a little rehearsal yesterday. Had the chance to get used to it. I do love the
challenging names. Ooh, good rally here. Oh.
Just gone wide.
That was a good choice, though.
Such a multicultural game, of course, and love to know the backgrounds and find out about all these players, but this is going to be an intriguing match.
2-1.
Wow,
Hold.
pouncing. The apology, but
That's
really...
over. 2-0.
I think Nayanakanta is a huge asset to Waikato. He's playing really well, actually. I think he has a great understanding of the game. And he's played quite good shots. Here we go again with the flicks. It's doing them so good.
3-2.
Good shot.
You know, Luigi Saketa is a great example of what happens so often. Study brings international students to New Zealand, and then we see the benefits here in a sport like badminton. From Sri Lanka, of course, Nayanakanta.
3-4.
It says here in his fun fact that usually Sri Lankans have long names, and his full name is...
Oh, here we go.
Should I make enough?
Oh, here we go.
Wait, there's a total of 40 characters in there. Undupitia Nayanakanta Wijisekera. I think I did a good job.
Okay, I'm going to ask him afterwards.
I hope I didn't butcher that. Ooh, that would have been a good interception.
6-4.
Looking at paper, I actually would have thought that Andrew and Nelson would have the upper hand in winning this doubles, but I think Cameron and Nayanakanta is actually doing quite well in holding themselves. Ooh.
7-4.
Well played.
Good rally.
They're having to be patient because if there is it's not so much a weakness, but I don't know if there's just outright power from the Waikato pairing. They're going to have to be very patient, play angles.
Yeah, and play quite smart. Ooh.
Service over. A5.
Well played.
Good, very dominant at the front.
Zhang and Rouse were headed to the
Service over.
forehand side of the court, just with that opening.
Strong.
It's impressive.
Service over. 9-6.
Ooh, flick. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of flicks in this game.
10-6.
Andrew and Nelson just coming away with the points. Oh, good
Lovely
change.
drop.
What a
Lovely.
touch.
Service over. 7-10.
Here we go. I'm loving these flicks.
Service over. 11-7. Interval.
They go to the interval. What does it tell you when a player is prepared to play the flick serve? What are they trying to, how are they trying to set up the rally?
Well, they're trying to keep the pressure off the net because I think both guys are, a lot of the guys tend to hunt the net and the serves, you know, so putting them at the back, especially if it's a good flick, then it keeps them in control, whoever's done the flicking, so.
But it's got to be accurate, isn't it?
It has.
I mean, the devil's in the detail that if you get it wrong, suddenly you're picking the shuttle up from around your feet. But this has been a good start here from both combinations. Rouse and Zhang, though, have just absorbed a little pressure, I think, from Murray and Weija Sakira.
Don't think they were expecting this much for pressure
Cameron,
from them, but
back inside.
it's been such a good
Please.
game so far.
Nelson, okay.
Remembering that if
Nelson.
Massey can get the job done here in the men's doubles,
11-7.
then they will book their place
Play.
in this afternoon's final.
Good choice.
Well, that appeared to be very
12,
conscious, that move from
7.
Waikato to play everything flat,
Mm.
not lifting at all.
Serves.
Service over.
You know, I must say, I think serves is one of the
12.
hardest things to do. I think if you can ask a lot of the players here, I don't think a lot of them will say that they actually enjoy serving.
Fault.
You know, sometimes hitting the stationary object is
9,
tougher.
12.
When the
Yeah.
shuttle's flying towards you, you've got time,
Yeah.
hand-eye coordination, but when it's stationary,
There's also a lot of pressure, you know, because you got to start the game. It's your opportunity to
12.
start well, set yourself up. Oh, is this going to be a flick? Nope. Boom.
where Massey does have a slight
Over.
advantage here, just with the outright power.
13-10.
Andrew is currently training with the high performance squad. So he'll be an asset to Massey too.
Yeah, Massey University, but I think out of the Waitakere
It's over.
Association, I think, isn't it?
11-14.
Nelson also plays for North Harbour. He's just been away, obviously, at Palmy for uni. Ooh.
Service over. 14-11.
These are important moments for the Waikato pairing. They've got to stay close. Yeah,
Ooh,
well
good
played.
shot.
Service over. 12-14.
Nice. Very well calculated. It's interesting to see Cameron Murray play, because I've been reading here that he played a lot of tennis and decided to take up badminton. So I can see how he's got a good understanding of the court.
Service over. 15-12.
Good slice. It's a really good rally going here so far. Good shot.
Wow.
What a rally. I'm really
16,
impressed with how
12.
both pairs are playing.
And it's fascinating because Waikato are trying to keep everything flat, driving, whereas Massey are at home, the shuttles lifted, using their power.
Ooh.
Great defensive shot, Nelson Zhang.
Bit of a survival
17,
defense there.
12.
Just claim it, claim it. It was on purpose. Good serve.
Service over. 13-17.
Ooh, net roll. Good shot.
14-17.
So we have an update of the Auckland semifinals. Ooh.
Oh, this is good badminton, really good badminton. We thought it was going to be. And we're seeing some wonderful rallies. And it's Rouse and Zhang who just edge away again.
You can see how patient Fuji Sekera is on the court. He's dictating it quite well, actually.
Update, that other semi-final is now 1-1 with Deborah Yin winning the women's singles for the #1
Shout out
Auckland
to
team.
Deborah Yin. It's her birthday today.
Wow. Winning on the birthday.
Good birthday present to herself. Ooh. Good choice. What a... I am so entertained right now.
And I think they're showing a wonderful tactical appreciation, Murray and Ouija Sekira. They're doing their best to keep the shuttle flat.
I think also they're doing a really good job at changing the pace. Ouija Sekira tends to slow it down when things are going a bit too much fast. And actually, Cameron Murray has been playing some amazing net plays. I can see he says that his on-court strength is net play, so he's confident in that. Good shot.
Couple of points here, and this one is right in the balance.
Oh.
Well, in the end, a very good serve.
Good serve.
17.
It's a good serve when you don't know whether they're going to hit it or not.
Oh, and that one falls
Did
well
we jinx
short.
it? I think we jinxed it.
Yeah.
It's over. 20. Game point. 17.
Good choice. Whoa. Nice.
It's over.
There's some
18,
nice net exchanges
20.
there.
Oh, lovely shot.
What a shot. There's a net play coming along.
19.
Well, you just described from his bio that he loves that, and there's evidence of it again.
Yeah. It was a good shot. Good shot. Flick. Oh, I called it.
Oh, they've got it. What a first game.
What a
And
game.
Massey come out by the barest of margins, winning at 21-19, but this is one of the better matches we've seen
Definitely.
right across this weekend.
Definitely. It's the most 50-50
Point
game
over
we've
FISU
seen, for
University,
sure.
21-19.
And it's at a good pace, you know.
Oh, it's good quality.
Good
and,
quality.
I just love it that, for me anyway, Justine, seeing some new names, some new players, and
new faces. you know.
Cameron Murray has really impressed, and the Sri Lankan as well, Nayanakantha Ouija Sekira, is adding so much with his guile and his court craft, and I'm sure his experience as well.
Both are doing quite well defensively, actually, and Ouija Sekira is dictating the game and Cameron Murray doing very well at the net, keeping it there. Some nice cross courts. Also, Andrew Rouse and Nelson Jang just edged away there, but it was a good game. It was a good game. Can't wait to see what the second game is going to look like. What do you think? Do you think Waikato is going to take a game?
It may be one of those scenarios where they had to win the first game.
That's possible, yeah.
So much energy, so much emotion was invested in winning that first game. They are the underdogs, but they've shown they're right in the match. But the risk here now is that if they drop their level, if their intensity falls away a little bit, then Rouse and Zhang could go on to win this. But it is right in the balance.
Second game.
I'd love to see three
Level.
games.
Play.
That was a good serve from Andrew Rouse.
One.
That's
low.
almost what I was alluding to, though, just the concentration. They've got to start really well here.
Nice.
Service over. 1-0.
Flick. Oh, I was wrong. That was also a very good serve.
2-1.
Shows that he can do a really good short serve and a really good flick serve. It's a huge asset. I jinxed it. I'm gonna stop talking about serves now.
Yeah, and that's one of those occasions where, as a team, you've just got to know where your movement is after the serve.
Good shot.
Service over. 3-2. Out.
Yeah, missed by quite a margin too.
Service over. 3-0.
That's another good serve from Andrew Rouse. Once you get your serves going, it's quite easy to earn a few points in a row. Nice.
Well played.
Service over.
I wouldn't be playing the flat game against Vijay Sakara
Oh, that's what.
and Cameron Murray.
Yeah, they're at their best there. Until that last one was lifted a little too high, it was really well controlled.
Andrew Rouse has got a very good court coverage. I think it helps that he's actually a singles player. Ooh, just a missed opportunity there.
It's a rare mistake, unforced error, if you like, from either pairing. Points have been hard won.
Listen.
Oh, well directed.
So it's over.
He was very ready at the net.
5.
Prepared to move him around. That was a good shot. He played that very flat.
Well, also,
over.
I always say, don't they, one of the tougher shots to return is the one played at your non-racket shoulder. Really makes it awkward.
You sound like an expert, Andrew. You should be on court. I think you're better than me, like tactical-wise.
That is the most ridiculous thing you've said all day. Oh, goodness me.
These net exchanges.
8-6.
That's 2 or 3
9-6.
mistakes on the return of serve, and in a close game, that could be costly. Oh, like that one.
10-6.
Wow. Good recovery shot.
Service over. 7.
I think Nelson was just a bit too fast there. Good choice from Andrew Rouse. Ooh. you see how he was waiting for that shot?
11-7
That's how I would
in
wait,
bubble.
but I'm a lot smaller than him, so.
Hide behind the racket, and you could get right in behind the racket, and no one would see you.
My
But
specialty, smashing smash.
I mean, the difference here, I did talk about that yesterday, actually. The difference here, though, at 11-7, I'm just thinking of there's been 3 mistakes on the return of serve from Murray and Weija Sakira. And at the moment, that's almost the difference in the game. That's what I talked about earlier, that for the underdog, they've got to be right at their best. They can't give any cheap points away. And at the moment, that's the only difference in this, is just those unforced errors, the mistakes.
Definitely.
I mean, to talk us through in doubles and mixed, just how important it is to build into the rally with the first 2 or 3 shots. And sometimes you've got to resist trying to play a winner, haven't you? You've just got to build into the rally.
Yeah, exactly. The first 3 is the most important part of the game. It determines how it's going to be played, you know, whether you're going to have the attack, whether you're going to be on the defense. So
11-7.
it's very important to get that. So like I said, having a really good serve is a huge asset.
Yep.
Play.
And I think both sides are serving quite well, actually. Boom.
That's their favourite rally.
The flat game.
Yep, that shuttle
Service over,
hardly got above net
11.
height.
Ooh. I have to stop jinxing them.
Service over. 12-8.
That's the pressure. These guys know how accurate they've got to be.
Good serve from Nelson.
13.
I think he just has to start the game, you know, get in the rally. Good choice.
Danger signs here now.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for
14,
them to
8.
refocus and catch up. Hey, anything's possible.
Service over. 9.
So simple to say it in hindsight.
14.
There you go. Just get the shuttle back in play. And a mistake.
Back to basics, you know. Ooh.
Service over. 15-9.
So Massey, surely, slowly but steadily progressing towards this afternoon's final here.
Wow. Good shot, Andrew Rouse.
16-9.
I'm so used to calling him Andy. To remember to call him Andrew Rouse. Oh. There you go again with the flat game.
10-16.
Good return.
Service over. 17.
They've
10.
given themselves a very comfortable lead now. Go. Good rally.
Yeah, well played. Really impressed with Cameron Murray's movement, his
11,
strength, the fitness.
17.
Yeah, and his defense is very impressive, actually. He's driving it, cutting pace, moving it around. What a drive serve. Boom. Here we go, they're catching up.
Yeah, they need a run here. They need another 2, I reckon, just to introduce a few butterflies into the stomachs of the Massey players.
Good net play. Oh. Good shot from Nelson.
Service over. 18-12.
Whoa. Andy with the hold.
Service over. 14-18. There's a Hold.
Strong from Nelson.
Service over. 19.
2 points
40.
away from putting another point on the board for Massey. Oh!
Nelson can't believe he got the first one back. I thought for a moment it almost came off his forehead.
Yeah.
But,
Gotta protect the face. Some good reactions there from Nelson. Whoa. There he goes again. What is happening? What? Oh.
Brilliant badminton. Really brilliant badminton. And
I thought it was going to end a few times there.
20.
But just kept
Match
coming back.
point, 14.
Oh.
that is wonderful deception.
Service over.
Some net play.
15. 20.
Some ankles. Whoa, that was a very good return.
Wonderful match, really wonderful match. One of the best we've seen right across this weekend at the National Tertiary Championships. In the end, the scoreline will look relatively comfortable at 19 and 15, but in truth, Murray and Uja Sakira were real contributors to a most entertaining match. That does, though, confirm Massey through to this afternoon's grand final, with still 2 matches to play in this semi-final. But Justine Villegas, I mean, this is your area of expertise, the doubles and the mixed, and that was just superb from both combinations.
It was very entertaining to watch. I really enjoyed watching that. Andrew and Nelson were the favorites of winning that, but I think the Waikato team has definitely given them a run for that. And I think they should commend themselves for how they played. Very entertaining to see a lot of flick serves in that game and a lot of good rallies, a lot of tight rallies as well, and a few deceptions. So the players are now just on their way to get the winning interview. And now over to Andrew.
Thanks, Justine. Just getting the guys coming nice and close. Congratulations. Both Justine and I think one of the matches of the tournament in terms of its competitive nature. You guys just seemed to win the big points when they mattered most.
Yeah, I think that throughout the match we just needed to focus on our tactics and keep going towards our tactics. And I think that as long as we were still focused on our tactics, then they were paying off in the big rallies.
And Nelson, it looked like a real difference in tactics. You guys had the power advantage when the smash was available. They were trying to keep everything very flat. Were you aware of that?
Yeah. Well, I was just following Andy's advice because I think I'm pretty nervous on court, and thankfully for him, his guidance and stuff, I just kind of got more comfortable on court, and yeah, we just got the attack from the.
And I know you didn't want to talk as well, but you just did superbly well, so there's no nerves there at all. Well done. But yeah, brilliant performance, and of course it books your team a place in the final. You'll be delighted with that. Now just reset, go away, have a think, and find out who you're going to play.
Yeah, I think it's just see who we're going to play, and then we obviously talk with the team and see what the best combination is to play against that or whatever Auckland team that comes out in the final.
Yeah, well, that's 1-1 at the moment. I got to tell you, it's 1-1 at the moment, so that's in the balance. But well done, guys. Really good performance. Well done. Making their way through to the grand final and booking their team, Massey, a place in that final. Looking to go one better than they did last year. Well, they have done that in the sense that they've beaten last year's champions, Waikato. They have a 3-love lead in this tie. They can't be caught now, and will book a place in that 1 p.m. final this afternoon. Still 2 matches to play, though, in this one. And up next, it is women's doubles.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Get ready. Be inspired. Be courageous. Be great. Explore the world and share your discoveries. Find your passion in surprising places. Think differently. Challenge perspectives. Create, innovate, respond, and then adapt. Connect and influence. Be curious. Be critical. Ask questions. Find new solutions. Make waves. And get ready for the world.
Welcome back. It is finals day here at the National Tertiary Badminton Championships, brought to you by Badminton New Zealand and University and Tertiary Sport New Zealand. Massey University in our featured semi-final have booked their place in the final. 3-love they lead Waikato and can't be caught. There are still 2 matches to play. I can update from the other semi-final that Auckland University 2 leading Auckland University 1, 2-1. 2-1, but I've got to tell you, all the tipsters are saying that Auckland University 1 are favoured to win the remaining 2 matches, but we'll keep an eye on that one. But our focus remains here on our show court as we now welcome our women's doubles out on to this semi-final stage. So all of our players, well, they can relax a little, can't they, knowing that the destiny of the tie is already decided, and takes a bit of pressure off the Massey team, if you like. They've already booked a place, but so too for Waikato. They can just reflect on a pretty successful weekend, given how new their team is. They lost 4 players from last year's championship winning team.
Yeah, now they can just enjoy the game.
Who will you receive and choose your court and yourself? Okay. 2 minutes warming up.
Holly Cho, our umpire. And we'll get a chance to introduce these players. I'm just looking through. I think Caitlin's the only one we've seen so far, having won her singles match earlier this morning. If you are just joining us thinking, for goodness sakes, they've played a lot of badminton in about 20 minutes. No, daylight saving. Daylight saving, you forgot to change your clocks. These days, how can you forget? Everything just changes automatically.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. I'm sure a lot of people used to get it confused on which way they would have had to change their times.
Virginia is 21 years of age, a 3rd-year student studying Bachelor of Food Technology.
Virginia used to play for North Harbor in the juniors, so she's quite a good player. On the other side,
Ella Smith is, if not the captain, one of the captains certainly. She's taken a leadership role with this Waikato team, 19 years of age, second-year student studying in the science faculty. I've seen her courtside through the opening few matches, offering some coaching and mentoring. Pam Valma, one of our, I never know what is the politically correct way. Is it an adult student? I don't know, because you're all adults when you're at university, but Pam clearly hasn't gone straight from high school into university, but studying law, second year.
I think they say mature student.
Mature? I'm just in awe. When there's Caitlin Rosario, by the way, at 19, and we've already seen Caitlin today. I'm just in awe, Justine, because going back to university, I would just break out in cold sweats. I just can't think of having to go back and study again. I just think that students that do go back at different stages of their lives are just wonderful.
Yeah.
And sometimes completely retraining.
I have a lot of respect for people who choose to go back to uni and actually find out what their passion is. You know, people sometimes go into uni thinking, oh, maybe this is what I want to do, and then they go out into the world, and then they come back figuring out what they're actually, you know, what's passionate about. So, and like you said, it's not easy to go back and study again.
It's bad enough for me the first time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't
on
think I
my
do it again.
right,
Nah, I'm kidding.
University of Waikato, represented by Pam Burma and Ella Smith. On my left, Massey University, represented by Virginia Gunter and Catherine Rosario. University of Waikato to serve, Pam Burma to Catherine Rosario. Love all, play.
Ooh, a forehand serve. Haven't seen that in a while.
One,
Yep, we saw this from
love.
Pam yesterday, and it does create some interesting angles.
I must say, that's a very master's serve. You don't see that very often these days.
Love.
She's very accurate with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something I should learn.
Well,
very dominant
we are here at the tertiary games. You
over.
never stop learning,
One.
Justine, do
Yeah.
you? You never stop learning.
But do you know why they do the backhand serve instead of the forehand
Subs
serve?
over, 3,
The backhand
1.
has a smaller swing, so it disguises your serve a lot better.
And less margin for error.
Yeah, yeah.
Subs over, 2, 3.
Outside.
Yeah, and just thinking of the mechanics of it as well, I imagine it's a bit easier to transition into a flick serve.
Yeah, yeah.
With that backhand side.
Because the forehand requires a bigger swing, you know, bigger prep.
Subs over.
Good start here for Balmer and
4,
Smith.
3.
I think both sides are playing with no pressure, so maybe it's possible that Massey's just taking this lightly, but it doesn't look like it. The rallies are still going
5,
quite well.
3.
Now, this is a really good start from the Waikato pairing.
Yes.
6, 3.
This forehand
7,
serve, it is so
3.
rare that it's a different look for the receiver. It just takes a little adjusting.
Out.
And there's two good examples of it.
Yeah.
8,
Massey just can't seem to find the
3.
line for the court. Good shot.
Well played.
9, 3.
Good
Waikato's
court
giving
coverage.
themselves a good lead in this first half of the first game.
Subs over, 4, 9. 5, 9.
That's some good power from Caitlin and a good follow-up
6
by Virginia.
9.
Nice net roll from Virginia.
7 9.
They needed a run of points here, and they've got them. Still 2 behind, though.
Good defense.
Subs over 10 7.
One more off the frame than the strings,
11,
and it is
7 into
Baumer and Smith who go to the interval with a handy 4-point lead. The art of doubles and mixed. I'm always fascinated to watch the movement of players, and often, of course, that instinctive combination, it takes time to gel in a combination. But after the serve, it's just as interesting, isn't it, to watch the movement of the players, because am I right, you should have that pattern of play preordained. It should be organised that I'll serve and I'm going to move and cover the forehand side because I know my teammate's going to cover the backhand. Is that the sort of wavelength you should be on?
It's mostly how you serve, because where you serve, right? Let's say you're serving at a certain angle, you can deduct how they're going to hit it and at what angle. So the front person obviously has to cut the shortest, one most likely shot they're going to play, and the rest is
the teammate.
Yeah. So it really depends on how good your serve is.
11
You
7.
just got to eliminate what
Play.
shots they can do from your serve.
12 7. Subs over 8 12. Subs over 13 8.
Waikato just maintaining this momentum from the good start.
Out
And it continues.
14 8. Out.
Yeah, I think Caitlin and Virginia are actually just struggling to find the
8.
line, or maybe they're hitting it, or they're trying too hard to find the line. They can just hit it into the middle, get the rally going.
Subs over 9 15.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, they were always on the back foot, Waikato, during that rally.
10 15.
Ella Smith just pouncing.
Subs over 16 10.
Waikato's looking good to take the first game. Good serve. Ooh, unlucky there from Virginia, just a missed
17
opportunity.
10.
And took a touch on the racket of Ella Smith.
Subs over 11 17.
Important here now for Massey if they're going to come back into this. Now would be a good time. Can't do it though.
No.
Subs over 18 11.
Superb.
19
Waikato
11.
was on top of that one, putting Massey under pressure. that sounded like some
Serves
strings
over.
have gone off.
Yep. Yep, just politely indicating to the chair umpire that a change of racket is needed.
Always
12,
good to have a backup
19.
racket. Flick.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely shot. Pam Baumer. Wonderful
Serves
angle.
over.
Just took the pace
20.
off it.
Game point.
I reckon
12.
that's every girl's favorite shot. Badminton court. Outside. Classic.
Serves over.
Cross-court slice.
13, 20.
Oh. Good shot from Virginia. Oh.
Well played, Waikato. A little high five, and why not? That's superb from Pam and Ella.
Fourth
And they
game,
take
won
out the
by
opening
University
game,
of
21-13.
21-13.
The tie might be gone. A place in the final is beyond them, but yeah, playing for pride and playing pretty well.
They are playing pretty well. I think on paper, Massey would have the upper hand in winning the women's doubles, but Pam and Ella have done well to turn the tables around.
And the Massey combination, they've just never appeared to get to grips with this forehand serve of Pam Baumer. For whatever reason, they just
add to the mix.
Yep.
Forehand serve. Seeing a forehand serve in doubles is like seeing forehand serve in men's singles. You know, it's not often they do a huge forehand serve.
Pam is a regular on the Masters circuit, if you like, bringing all of that experience.
Speaking of Masters, yesterday I was at North Harbour and there was a Masters competition, so it's quite good to see everyone's now slowly going back to normal.
Getting back towards it,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know there was a huge sigh of relief for so many, including us here with this tournament, when Auckland went to level 2 proper. And gatherings of up to 100 have been allowed, enabling this tournament to go ahead.
Yeah.
But as you say, other tournaments and other sports also
Slowly.
trying to do what they can. So much of the winter season, of course, has just been decimated, but let's hope summer sport's not affected in the same way.
But in saying that, it seems like winter's going to be prolonged with the storm that's coming up.
Or for a couple of days.
For a couple of days.
School holidays.
True.
Just to drive the parents a little mad with the kids confined to inside. Might have a payoff in the second week of the holidays with all that snow down south.
Ooh, would love to go snowboarding. Unfortunately,
Oh.
I can't.
I don't know that you should be anywhere near a snowboard. Your surgeon might have been watching and has just had a fit.
I do not want to be back on the operation table.
Okay, the start here is important. Waikato, if they can keep this momentum, get their tails up, then they'll be hard to haul back here. Oh, well played, Ella. She's grinning. It was self-preservation.
She surprised herself. Oh.
Yeah, that one just lifted too high.
Subs over. 1, 2.
You can hear the guys in the warm-up courts getting a bit too hyped.
2, all.
Oh, that one's right off the top. Just lost it, I think, momentarily.
3,
maybe lost
2.
in the lights.
Every now and then, it's just that looking straight into the fluorescence.
Definitely missed the shuttle before,
Out.
a couple of times.
4. 2.
Good
Oh,
choice.
that's nice, yeah.
Good choice.
5, 2.
Are we going to be seeing a 3-game
Subs over.
women's doubles
3,
today?
5.
In actual fact, we haven't had many in our televised matches. We haven't had many go to 3.
No.
Right throughout yesterday and now
Subs
today.
over. 6, 3.
Of course, it has to be women's doubles. It's always the longest game.
It's a lovely shot and a real
Subs
weapon
over.
there for Pam.
4, 6.
Masters players tend to have really good wrists, actually. They've got great shots. I think it's makes up for
Subs over. 7,
less movement.
4.
Oh, and it's just experience. It's
Yeah.
just knowing the angles and knowing that shot selection.
Yeah.
Massey certainly
8,
have upped their
4.
game a little here.
Yeah, maybe Massey just needed a bit of a
9,
warm-up.
4.
We'll never know.
Play.
Waikato could still be in this game. Well, they're still in this game. Oh.
10, 4.
Oh, lovely net roll there from
11-4
Rosario, and they go to the
interval.
interval, and it's Massey who have turned the tables. Having lost the first 21-13, they now lead 11-4 in the second. The tie is already decided. Massey will play in this afternoon's final. That will be live at 1 o'clock New Zealand time. And their opponent very much in the balance. Last report, Auckland University 2 leading their number 1 team 2 matches to 1. But the talk around the badminton hall is that Auckland University 1 very much favoured in the remaining 2 matches, the women's doubles and the mixed.
20 seconds. Eleven, 4. Play.
Oh. Was that the pole?
Yeah, deflected
12,
off the pole. Good
4.
reactions from Ella.
Bit of a rebound. Oh. Serves.
Subs over. 5, 12. 4.
Right, that's taken a touch. Second time it's happened in the
Subs
match.
over.
Ella
13, 5.
looking to take the shuttle early, but
The intention is good.
oh, that's nice.
Ooh, nice.
That's what she was trying to do earlier.
Subs over.
Take
6,
the shuttle right at the top of
13.
its flight.
Third time lucky.
Rosario finally
Subs
starting
over.
to get a
14,
feel for this
6.
serve.
Subs over. 7, 14.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely. Just brushing the net. That shot was about as good as the look on
8,
your face,
14.
Justine Villiers. You know I'm going to throw you under the bus here. Someone's just delivered 2 boxes of donuts, and they are dangerously close to our commentary position. But if I could have taken a photo of your face.
Don't expose me like this.
Subs over. 15, 8.
I thought it was safe that I'm not on camera.
I'm just trying to look after you. You've got rehab ahead of you, okay? I'm well past all of that. I can safely eat a couple of donuts. It's not going to do me any harm.
I thought I was in the good. I have a very good reputation of making a fool of myself, and I thought maybe because I'm not on camera I'll be safe, but no. You're out there.
Meanwhile, back in the badminton.
Serves over. 9-17.
Massey very dominant in the second game.
Yeah, and that continues, so it certainly looks like we're going to go to 3.
Serves over. 18-9.
Caitlin Rosario.
Serves over.
She'll want to find better form going into the final.
Going into the finals. If she was to make any mistakes with her serves, I guess this is the time to fix it. Oh.
11-18. Out.
Drifting wide.
You see how they were trying to keep it in the backhand.
19,
That was good.
11.
Ooh, you're within reach for those donuts, Andrew.
Isn't that cruel? Seriously, isn't that cruel putting donuts in front of commentators? As there's a couple of air shots. I reckon the players have realised as well. A couple of air shots from Waikato, and that brings up game point.
20. Game point 11.
We can't even eat them. They're just there.
That sounded like a challenge. We're going to 3. We're going to 3.
Going to
Massey have won game 2 and won it pretty comfortably
Second
as well.
game.
So
Won by Massey University. 10-1, 11.
wonder if, as you said, Justine, they have
One
had
game all.
the kick in the backside with that first game and just had a little bit of a hurry up and perhaps have their eyes set on a 5-love result going into the final.
Well, in Ella Smith's strength, she says her on-court is mental skills, so maybe she can pull the team back up for a third game.
Well, she's had a busy morning. She's
She
essentially
has,
played
she has.
coach in the opening matches.
She's mentally played 3 games.
We'll see if there's any update from the other semi-final as to whether that women's doubles has concluded.
I thought you were going to ask for the updates on those donuts.
Well, I'm just trying to... They've gone.
They've gone.
They've gone.
It's good that it's not within our sight, except people here are very mean.
Now, if you were Jonathan Stone, wouldn't you realise that we are the ones with microphones, Justine? You wouldn't eat a donut and give us that sort of a look, would you, at the
No.
same time? That is just cruel.
Very cruel.
That is cruel. The crew doing an amazing job. Badminton New Zealand, it was a delight to be involved in the Learn Coach New Zealand League and see that unfold and the work that goes on behind the scenes and literally seeing the CEO on the camera, you know, working away, and that's proven to be a wonderful opportunity in that high performance space, and I'm hearing that it's one that might be repeated in the future as well with that New Zealand League.
Final game.
So that women's
No
doubles
ball.
is almost
Play.
over. In the other semi-final, we'll have an update for you momentarily.
Okay. Oh. It just didn't topple over.
Subs over.
Just needed to wave the racket at him.
Gave a bit of a tease over and back.
Four. Subs over. 1 all.
I think Waikato have to lift again here. I think Massey will stay at their level. I think Waikato, the challenge is for them to lift, and that's a miss it there from Balmer.
2, 1.
Oh.
Wow.
Good
Great shot.
3, 1.
Caitlin enjoyed that one.
It almost looked like she didn't expect for it to go over.
4, 1. Out. Subs over. 2, 4.
Waikato is going to work to make sure that gap doesn't get any bigger. They want to stay in the game.
Yeah, it just did though.
Yep.
Serves over. 5-2. Four.
Good placement right into that backhand corner.
6-2.
Which event do you enjoy watching? Now that you've watched a few games now, in both the league and the tertiary.
Serves over.
Men's doubles,
3-6.
mixed doubles.
I enjoy the mixed. I think for the tactical approach and the combination of players and looking to combine strengths and eliminate weaknesses. I really enjoy the mixed.
4-6.
I'd have to agree with them.
but bottom line is, if you get a good match, it doesn't matter the discipline.
True. That's true. Even women's doubles can be exciting sometimes.
Hey, let's just make sure that's on the record. You said that, not me. I enjoy all of them.
It's a shared knowledge from everyone. Women's doubles is not the most exciting to watch. But in saying that, the women's doubles is getting very, very fast these days.
5-6.
This is a good little comeback here now from Ella and Pam. Serve has been so good throughout most of this match for Pam Baumer, but lifting it on that occasion.
Out. Serves over. 6-7.
They've definitely closed the gap. 6-7.
2-all in the other semi-final. 2-all. So Alyssa Taggart and Charmaine Wu have won the women's doubles for Auckland University 1. So that semi-final hangs in the balance going to the mixed. And right now, the outcome of this women's doubles here is in the balance.
Yeah, it's going point for
Baumer
point.
and Ella Smith have come right back into it. Oh, well done. The defensive work there, and Ella Smith just says to Pam, well played.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought it was going to be over with that serve, but they did well to fight and stay in the game. Good serve. Oh.
Serves over. 9-8.
Missed it.
And it was just getting pinned into that backhand corner.
10-8.
Ooh, she anticipated that well.
11-8
but
interval.
Kaylin's quality was too good.
And again, they've come back to 8-all, but now Massey just edge away again, 11-8. Got to eliminate the unforced errors, haven't they, this combination? I mean, that goes for anyone out on court, is reduce your error count and force the opposition into making their own.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
I think also Waikato has got to work hard to keep the shuttle down, make sure that they're in the attack, because Caitlin and Virginia have quite effective shots when they're in the attack.
11-8, play. Out.
Ooh.
Oh, Ella was looking at Holly Cho, hoping for the right call.
12-8.
Again, the call goes in favour of Massey.
It's always good to have umpires to make those calls. It's tough when you're a player and you have to make those 50-50 calls.
Subs over.
Sportsmanship has been superb throughout the tournament, with essentially one line judge assisting the chair umpire. On many occasions, the players have stepped in and made the call.
Subs over. 10-13.
Great reply there from
Subs
Rosario.
over. 14.
All over the
10.
net.
Subs over. 11-14.
I reckon they've got to close the gap now. I don't think they can continue to chase for the next 4 or 5 rallies. They've got to close it now.
Oh.
Yeah, Ella Smith was just struggling on a couple of those gets.
Yep. Very good intercept from Virginia.
Subs over 15-11.
Controlled shot down. And again.
Rosario with the easy winner.
16-11.
Messi creating a gap for the points.
Fourth.
Good return from Ella Smith.
Subs over. 12-16.
Good overplay.
Subs over. 17-12.
Oh, fast game. Ella was all over
Subs
that one.
over. 13-17.
They're just hanging around. They're just hanging around. That 4-point deficit. They just need to rattle off another 2 here. Oh, that'll help. Don't apologise, Ella.
Cheeky net roll. Cheeky net roll.
Don't apologise. You love that.
Everybody loves a good net roll. Oh.
Just
Subs
the
over.
momentum again.
18-14.
It's that defense again.
Subs
Overhead
over.
defense.
15-18.
Oh, Ella Smith knows
Subs
how
over.
important that was.
19-15.
It's back-to-back service faults from
everyone.
Yeah, well, yeah, just about. Oh, that was an opportunity.
Subs over. 16.
I think everyone has had a chance
19.
to hit it into the net today.
Must get this serve right.
Good. Oh.
Oh, Ella Smith.
Happening?
Ella Smith.
How?
17.
Wow, she got away with one earlier in the rally, and that's a genuine apology. Oh, well played, Rosario.
Good
Just
return.
kept her cool.
Subs over. 20. Match point. 17.
It's been a really good match.
But it's not over yet. Oh.
But it is now.
It is now.
It is now. And really competitive. And the Waikato pairing of Pam Baumer and Ella Smith, they can be very pleased, very proud with their contribution.
Won by Messi University. 13-21, 21-11, 21-17.
In the end, though, Virginia Agunta and Caitlin Rosario were good enough to turn around a disappointing first game and come out on top, and that continues Massey's march. It's 4-love now. We know they're going to be in the final this afternoon, but that was a good fun match.
Yeah. It's always good to see classic women's doubles three-setter of three games. Not sure what the right term is, but Messi has further secured their win into the finals. They're placed into the finals. And now they're heading over to Andrew for their winning interview.
Thanks, Justine. Coming nice and close here, guys. Well done. Scratchy start. What did you say to each other after that first game?
Oh, I don't know, just...
Are you allowed to tell me?
Yeah, no. Over and in. Yeah, just getting it flat and over and in. I think we were just a little nervous because we haven't really played together as much. So it's a new partnership, and we just had to focus on our game plan.
How different is it when you see something that maybe you haven't seen for a long time, and that is a forehand serve in doubles? Does it kind of throw you a little bit?
Yeah, it really does. Like I keep thinking she's going to like flick it, but it's never a flick.
And of course you were already into the final, but does that give you a bit of confidence to build on as well now going into this afternoon's final? Will you play together this afternoon? Is that settled, or do we have to wait and see?
Oh, you'll have to wait and see. We don't know yet, but yeah, definitely. I think even if we don't play together or we do play together, the partnership has grown through our games we have played.
Good stuff. Well done. Go and rest up now. Can you both put your feet up now? You're not playing in the mixed, are you? So go and put your feet up and get ready for the final. Well done, guys. So there we go. Virginia and Caitlin with a win in the women's doubles. Went to 3 games. They had to come from behind, having lost the first against a very brave. And as I say, they can be very proud of their effort as well, Ella and Pam for Waikato. Just one match to play in this semi-final, and it is a consolation, but can Waikato get on the board? The mixed doubles is next.
We believe where you live shouldn't decide your destiny, and that any place can be a place of learning. So much of modern life has a handy home delivery option. Why not your education? Maybe you'll start your degree in the same space you share with your whānau, or from that corner of the spare room that catches the most sun. Start your new what at the place where can be anywhere, online or on campus. Massey, New Zealand's leading online university. Apply now at massey.ac.nz.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Welcome back on Sky Sport Next as we stream our coverage of the finals today of the Badminton New Zealand National Tertiary Championships. And this our feature semi-final. Massey have dominated. They lead 4-love over the University of Waikato, defending champions, holders of the Robson Shield. They will now, we know, officially hand that over later this afternoon. Who will it go to? Well, Massey will be in the final. The other semi-final in the balance with the two University of Auckland teams locked at 2-2 going into the mixed. We'll update you on that one. But in the meantime, let's welcome our mixed players on court here for the final match in this semi-final, Massey and Waikato.
This is my favorite event, mixed doubles.
And we can see that Ella Smith is going to back up as she is out there with Naya Nakantha Uija-Sakira.
You're so good at that. Oh, we just got caught in the net a little bit.
And that's been an occupational hazard. It's happened a few times today, so Waikato untangle themselves. Now they're ready to go. There's that trademark smile from Ella. And Edward Lau is back out there, having won his singles earlier. Vic Kim with the pre-match here.
Black. You'll receive. So if you change that end.
How are your coin toss skills,
2
Andrew?
minutes.
Well, it has been interesting this week. It has been interesting. Holly, bless her, had one coin toss that actually didn't leave her hand.
Oh no.
Just kept following the coin with the hand, and it never left. But they're doing a great job, the umpires. Great to have the quality of chair umpires with us across the weekend. There's Naya Nakantha. He did tell me that he's quite comfortable with Nyana.
Okay.
So if we go with an abbreviation, out of Sri Lanka, of course, 30 years of age, first year studying here in New Zealand. And first time, I think, isn't it, in this tie that we've seen Selena?
In mixed. Oh, yes, that's for this tie, yeah.
So 20 years of age, first year student studying sport management. So she might have just been lurking behind the scenes, watching how the tournament's put together and keeping an eye on the team at Badminton New Zealand. Edward Lau on the far side at 19 years of age. He'll perhaps have a couple of thoughts in the back of his mind on his singles at about 1 o'clock this afternoon in the final. And Ella Smith, who's just played in that women's doubles, she will wrap up her weekend in this match.
It's great to have Selena and Nayana over. They're both international students, and it adds a mix to the New Zealand badminton scene, which makes it great with the whole inter-tertiary situation.
Where does Selena hail from?
I think she's China.
We'll do a bit of research and see if we can confirm. I think you're right.
Yeah.
We'll look to confirm that, but and we've mentioned it a couple of times across the weekend that our international students, if they were here and ready to go and enrolled and had everything sorted pre-lockdown, it was kind of like, well, that's it. You got no choice. You're not going home. So settle in for the long haul.
It's not a bad place to be in.
Absolutely
Stuck
not.
in, though.
Absolutely not. But of course,
ready to play.
Oh.
There's
a bit of a surprise in our
powerful
headphones.
Voice. I've just given Vic the thumbs up, and he's grinned. I love that grin. Love that smile from Vic Kim. He caught us out again. We turn him up for the coin toss, and then he comes booming in.
Well, definitely awake.
The tertiary sector here in New Zealand, though, suffering big time from the lack of new international students. Of course, it's so important to the wider economy with the money that's injected in, and we hope that the borders are open soon so that we can welcome more back.
University of Waikato, represented by Nyasa Kanta Visekera, Ella Smith. And on my left, Meshi University, represented by Edward Lau, Serena Wang. University Waika to serve, Ella Smith to Edward Lau. Ball, play.
Starting off with a net roll.
1 love. Service over 1 all.
That's a good intercept from Selena.
I can confirm that your instinct was right. Selena hailing from China.
Good shot. Selena is showing to be very dominant at the net right now.
Yeah, and holding that front court, staying really strong.
Four, 1.
Pretty dominant start, isn't it?
Yeah.
5, 1. Service over 2, 5.
Drive serve.
Yeah, caught Selena
3,
out.
5.
Yeah. If we were playing with the old service rules, I think that would have been a fault. But now that it's changed.
Explain that.
Service over
The service
6,
rules. Well,
3.
the old service rules, it's usually just based on, depending on the person actually. You can serve underneath or just below your belly button.
So that's subject to the person's
Yeah.
height. Yep.
Which is really unfair for me. I'm mini, so I have to serve all the way down. But if you're tall and like 2 meters tall, then obviously you can drive serve.
Service over
But now that they've
4,
set the
7.
whole height of 115, it generalizes the serve a bit more. Works in my favor, to be honest.
Yeah.
Service over
So essentially
8,
now, and
4.
when we see the international tournaments, you'll see the service judge, and they have the
Yep.
line of sight device, don't they? So
Yeah.
everyone has to serve within that,
Within the 115, yeah.
band. Yep.
Out. 9, 4.
Edward and Selena
4.
looking very dominant.
Oh, they look like they want to get through this and have a bit of lunch, give themselves
Yeah.
a bit of a
Rest.
break.
Good
11,
control.
4 interval.
I did see Edward talking with his coach just before the first point was played, and I think it was seeking an update from the other semi-final, because I'm pretty sure Edward would be pretty keyed up if he knows he's going to play great rival Oscar Guo.
The classic rivalry. Oscar and Edward.
We still haven't had word, by the way, as to the outcome, if indeed it has concluded with that mixed doubles. Not far off, I'm just being told.
20 seconds, 20 seconds.
I think Waikato can be pleased with the defence of
Edward.
the Robson Shield, though. They lost 4 players having graduated, so very much a new-look team. And they've competed really well.
12, 4.
With 4 players leaving, it also gives an opportunity for
over.
new players, you know, like
5,
Nayana and Cameron, to come in and have a chance to play against the top of New Zealand players.
6, 12.
That was good net play from Edward Lau.
Service over.
I think
13,
Ella might
6.
have used up all her good luck and framed winners in that previous match.
Oh, she was onto that one.
Service over. 7, 13.
And inside.
8-13.
That was a strong drive serve.
9-13.
Good drive serve. Oh. Ella just missed that one. Good cover by Niana, but not quite. Good defense. Oh, what a rally. There's some good exchanges between the two players. Two pairs.
14. Service over. 15-10.
Oh. Edward Lau.
What a reverse. What a reverse.
16-10.
So much natural talent, Edward Lau.
Oh, another one.
I'm not sure Vic could see it. I'm not sure. Oh, he's going to play a lead. And fair enough, the players didn't decide it themselves. I think everyone was not sure.
Oh. That would have been a good deception.
18-10.
Just reminding you that Vic essentially is up on his own up there. He has a line judge on the far side, but would have been right under his umpire's chair.
Service over. 11-18.
Oh.
He touched that.
Yeah.
Service over.
And that got Edward out of jail there because that was going to go long.
Game point 11. Hold.
Yeah, that took a touch this time off Selena's racket.
Over. 12-20.
Out. Firm call from the line judge. Out.
14-20. Game.
So Massey continue their dominance, and it is Lau and Huang who win the first game in this mixed doubles. They lead the tie 4-love. And I can confirm that Massey's opponent in this afternoon's final, which starts at 1 p.m. local time, will be the University of Auckland 1. So they did win the women's doubles and then the mixed doubles to win the tie 3-2. So they'll breathe a little sigh of relief because they rested Oscar Guo in the men's singles. And that was just saw the door opened for their number 2 team because Leo Chen was good enough to beat Leo Yan in 3 tight games. But ultimately, it is the number 1 team from Auckland that has won through to the final. They will play Massey in what promises to be a delightful tie. Really some wonderful matchups right across. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock start.
Second game. Level. Play.
Whoa.
It's artistry, isn't it?
My ankles. My ankles. I want Edward to do a trick shot now, just to reply.
Too low. Three low. Out. Service over. 1-3.
Really good flick serve.
Yep.
Ella on the back foot, but couldn't get there quickly enough.
She was very ready to hunt the net there. And Edward had a good disguise. Serve. Ooh.
Out. Service over. 4-2. Service over. 3-4.
Another example, that point just before, of Vic Kim just being very clear in his call. No hesitation.
Like I said before, we love a good firm umpire. Shuttle coming our way.
Service over. 5-3.
You should have played it in, Andrew. Give you a racket.
Do not put a racket in my hand. If you do, tell everyone to stand clear.
I think you've had a lot of visual training, enough for you to be on court now. Boom. Whoa, that's very good
well
control
guided.
from Alice Smith.
6-3.
Very good control.
And she deserves the smile as well. That was beautifully guided.
Good shot from Selena.
Service over. 4-6, Edward. Out.
Right.
Service over. 7-4.
Lau and Hoang will not want this to go to 3.
No.
They've got a final to play. But they can't just expect it to be gifted to them.
5-7.
No, they've got to earn that win. That mixed doubles point on the board.
Hold. Service over. 8.
I think Wijesakera is quite crafty on the court, so it's not going to be an easy win.
Service over. 6-8.
Flick again. This time she had a response.
Yeah, that time Ella was
Service over.
moving quickly.
9-6.
Whoa.
Out.
Outside. That was a good serve.
10-6.
It was very tight on the net.
Was a stretch and couldn't get there, Ella Smith.
Service over. 7-10.
Well played,
Over.
Ella Smith.
11-7. Interval.
And Nayana Wijesakera are really keen to get Waikato on the board here, and they deserve it.
I think they're playing the right game tactically. Just keeping it on the mid-court and cutting the pace down, because I think Selena and Edward definitely have the upper hand when it comes into the drive game.
In terms of time, we're already within the hour in terms of proximity to the final, so and Edward Lau will start the final. The men's singles is the first match on court, so
20 seconds.
he's just got to be careful his
10
mind
seconds.
doesn't wander. Got to stay focused on this match, but I'm sure they'd very much prefer to wrap it up in 2 and go and put the feet up for 5 or 10 minutes at least.
Out. From over. 8-11.
Oh, it was a rally that had everything.
Yes. Selena did really well to keep it at the net. She was not afraid to challenge Ella at the net and not give away the lift too early, so that was a very good rally. Oh, might have been going out.
Oh, another one of those ones just clipping the top of the net.
11.
Closing this gap now, Massey.
They really want to win this in 2, don't they? Ooh.
Subs over. 12-10. Out.
Well left.
Service over. 11-12. Service over. 13.
Wrong judgment
11.
there. I think that was well in.
And you know, don't you, as a player, you know when it's about 3 or 4 feet from the floor, but it's too late
14,
to do anything about
11.
it. Change of shuttle. Chance to just regather here as well. They've just gone clear again by 3. Oh, Ella Smith was a little lucky to get away with that serve.
Yep.
15-11.
You wouldn't want to give a loose serve to Edward. He's very good at hunting it and hitting it to your partner's body.
Service over. 12-15.
Done this a couple of times. They've got close, Massey, but then Waikato have gone away again. Oh, brilliant rally, well played.
Service over.
There's a real strength in Wijay Sakira's game is patience. He doesn't necessarily have the outright power.
No, but he's very good tactically, I feel.
Out.
Good decision from Lau.
Service over. 14.
But it was also a good choice
16.
from Wijay Sakira. Whoa. That was a good return.
Service over. 17-14.
You're quite right. They're always so close to closing the gap, and then it just
goes again.
Yeah.
Oh, just got a little too far over the left shoulder.
15-17.
Possibly lost it in the lights. These flick serves are effective.
16.
It's a tactic they're employing, in particular against Ella Smith.
Can Massey close the score gap?
Hold.
Nope.
No.
Service over. 18-16.
Good return. Very controlled shot to the front.
It's over. 17-18.
She had the right intention.
Service over.
Keeping it at the net.
19-17.
They're really keyed up, the Waikato pairing.
Oh.
Just the deflection took it away from the centre of Ella Smith's racket.
18-19.
Oh, they've closed it. I think this is the first time we're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
An even
19-0.
And what a critical time to do it.
Oh.
Oh, wonderful touch.
What a choice.
Oh, it is just
20.
such
Game point.
a wonderful touch.
19.
I almost expected a flick.
We are going to a third. And Weija, Sakira and Smith are deserving of that. They really showed a wonderful fight, real tenacity.
They did, they did.
19. 1 game, 0.
And reading on Weija Sakira's on-court strength, he says his accuracy of his shots and ability to play deceptive shots.
Well, and he just lived up to that.
He did.
So often the hardest shot is actually resisting the urge to hit it hard.
Yeah. His shot choice has been superb.
So Waikato, as is in their DNA from that part of the world, they're going to fight all the way. They're going to bow out in the semi-finals, but Ella Smith and Nayana Weija Sakira desperately trying to get on the board, trailing 4-love in the tie. We go to a third here in the mixed doubles. University of Auckland #1 team awaits in the final, which will start at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and that is now rapidly approaching. Edward Lau's pretty much going to go from this match to one of the warm-up courts and just stay warm in between. He won't have a lot of time to cool down and then warm up again.
Sometimes it's good to stay warm.
Final game.
Then you don't have to keep warming up.
Play.
Like I said before, you really don't want to have a loose serve. To Edward.
Oh, turning defense into attack, Edward Lau.
He was very dominant in that rally. Covering Selena very well. Good length of the lip.
3 low.
Change the shuttle. Clearly Massey have just turned up the dial a little here. And is the temperature getting too warm for Waikato?
Oh. Oh.
Ella Smith, one of the easier shots that she's had all weekend.
She took 2 chances there. Flick and let net play.
Great clear from Huang.
Very good length.
5 low.
Well, this is unraveling now pretty quickly for the Waikato pairing.
Low.
They are digging
7
a sizable
low.
hole.
Out. A love.
Very dominant lead here, 8-love.
This is remarkable given how close that second game was.
Maybe they had a tactical rest in the second game.
9 love. Hold. Service over.
Every match will be vital in the final, of course, but I would imagine that the mixed is one that Massey will certainly be looking at as one they might have to win
Service
if they're to win the title.
10.
Yes.
1.
If we do jump ahead just for a moment,
interval.
Justine, while they
Change
go to the
the
interval,
end.
that first match might set the tone. I mean, Lau and Guo, you favour Edward Lau, but obviously it could go either way.
It could go either way, yeah. Very 50-50, but like I said before, I gotta... Oh, actually, I don't know, because now I have to cheer for Auckland University, right? So I can't just go Tiger Broker's family and then...
You've just got to get off the fence. You've got to get off the fence and go one way or the other. But I mean, it's a mouth-watering prospect to start a final at the tertiary championships with a match of that quality, isn't it, Lau and Guo?
I think the finals will have a number of good games to watch.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Good quality games.
11, Edward. Play.
Good shot.
Out.
Well, long. It's just unravelled completely here for Waikato.
She left that one correctly this time. The other one, last time she left it was well in. Oh, good serve, Edward, now.
13, 1.
Looking very
1.
dominant here, Massey.
Just nothing's going right.
No.
Nothing is going
15,
their way.
1.
And where they were on their toes and full of energy in game 2, the air's gone out of the balloon here.
16, 1.
Well, it turns out going to game 3 is only really going to cost Edward Lau about 4 or 5 minutes of
Did we
preparation
just see her
time.
do smash a smash? I think we just experienced.
Out. 18, 1. Service over. 2, 18.
The inevitable is delayed momentarily.
Out.
Yeah.
Service
Nothing's
over.
going Waikato's way at the moment, unfortunately. If they manage to make a comeback from here, I think it'll be the greatest comeback of history.
Well, if they do, I promise I will be your first opponent when you come back from that knee injury. There's a match that people can't wait to see. I think I'm pretty safe. Hard lines, brave, but in the end they are beaten. The combination out of the Waikato, Nayana Kantha, Uije Sakira and Ella Smith, and Edward Lau and Selena Huang. Well, they just turned on the afterburners in that third game to run away with it 21-2. Wraps up their semi-final. Massey into the final. As we've known for some time, that final will begin at 1 o'clock. We'll hear from the winners here momentarily. but they just were too good, and they're just having a chat about it now. But Justine Villegas, dominant third game for Edward and Selena.
Yeah, very dominant third game for Edward and Selena. I think Waikato has done well to take it to 3. I believe Edward and Selena have very strong players as an individual, and they mended quite well in the mixed. Now over to Andrew for their winning interview.
Thanks, Justine. You just turned on the afterburners in that third game.
Yeah, I think we lost focus in the second game and maybe thinking about too much next tie or stuff like that. Yeah.
Selena, you can now concentrate on the final. You're looking forward to that?
Yes, I really did. But like, I feel the second game I was too focused thinking about everything because I wanted to reach everything, but it's just like too much. So I just need to focus on the front court so it gets better.
Well done on a very good performance and into the final. I won't keep you long. Just quickly though, you looking forward to this final and the singles clash? I know we all are. It's going to be a pretty cool one, isn't it, against a great rival?
Yeah, it's going to be a hard game, and you get some rest before it. Yeah.
Go and do that. Go and do that. Well done, guys. Booking their place in the final, and Edward Lau will know and go and disappear and get ready because they got about half an hour before that final. Justine joins me to talk about that. First, let's acknowledge Waikato and their defence of the Robson Shield. They've done really well with a new look team. Ultimately, they've fallen short in the semi-finals, but they fought all the way.
I think they did quite well, especially men's doubles. I have to commend them. That was a very entertaining game, and throughout the tie, I think they fought very well, like you said. So.
A quick word now looking ahead to this final. It's the final that we all thought we were going to have. When you saw the teams, when we saw the draw, this is a great match in prospect, isn't it? Very hard to predict.
I believe so. There's quality players in depth for both universities, so I'm really looking forward to see how the games pan out. And obviously it's going to start off with the classic rivalry between Oscar and Edward, so that's one to look forward to.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Justine Villegas will join me. Won't you join us for the final, which begins at 1 o'clock here at the Counties Manukau Badminton Hall. We're back very soon with that exciting first up match. It'll be Edward Lau and Oscar Guo in the men's singles.